Allow me to remind you that an epidemic of unknown origin has already eradicated a few genuinely distinctive towns in the northern part of the country. Allow me to remind you the cause and circumstances of these tragic events remain uncertain. There is a lot that we cannot explain yet. It appears as though the plague has a mind of its own, as if it is driven by some irrepressible will. Why else has no one managed to fight it successfully? Why does it target the most precious aspects of our existence? The sand plague picks its victims fastidiously, and the same principle always draws it back to whoever tries to oppose it. Surprisingly, we've yet to hear a single word from the powers that be.
Welcome back everybody to my channel for, yes, a new playthrough. A game you guys decided me to play. Pathologic Classic HD. A game I've never heard of before. I've seen some stuff of it, but I have never played this game before. I have no idea what to expect. But it looked interesting, has a really cool topic, so I was intrigued by it. So I'm gonna play this with the controller. I don't know if it's gonna work out. If not, then maybe I'll have to switch over to the keyboard. But yeah, let's do it. I did already mess around with the settings a little bit before I started. Let me know if everything sounds okay for you guys. And without further ado, here we go. New game.
So, it's all about trickery to you? Wherever have you come from?
Okay, the controls are
No.
reverted.
I detest trickery, but if we ourselves are to suffer deception, our hands are no longer tied. Where are we?
Well, a muscular
Well, it looks beautiful.
Means you're already inside of him.
Let me see if I can put some subtitles here on for you guys. Let me see how this works. Audio. I'll have to change this. There's no subtitles? What? There's no subtitles. Are they? Nope, guess there's no subtitles, guys. I'm sorry. Hey, Miss Bean. Welcome back.
Must be one of the ventricles.
Okay, that's better.
Here.
What a silly place. It's stuffed. So it's not real for now? I don't think it has started yet.
Does it matter what it's made of? It's definitely struggling. We need to perform Sectio Transversalis. Cut
What?
the wall. There's no other way out. What else is there to do?
I know what to do. Those who favor hard logic and direct action are bound to be misguided. Only a miracle can set us free without us having to destroy something. And I can do miracles. Just let me.
Will you please be quiet? You're a liar and a thief. Who is going to believe you when you keep lying to yourself? The truth is my shepherd. Whatever happens, I will find answers, and justice will be restored. I will perform the operation. Medica morbo adhibe.
Don't you go all bossy on me, clever clogs. You will act justly, but your justice will blind you and become his demise. This calls for the gentle hand of a surgeon. Step aside, both of you.
Your gentle hands are used to killing, not giving life. You will inevitably do harm. As for Brainy, he has no regard for casualties at all. Neither of you knows compassion.
Yes, it seems unlikely that we'll get along well, but there's only one truth.
Any choice is right as long as it's willed. That's the truth of the matter.
Only the heart will show you the right choice. Stop thinking about yourselves. Think of the sick. He's in pain. I can't see it yet, but I can feel it.
It's not even a trap. It's a grave. Subipsum funisumus. Can't say I hold a soft spot for it.
I can see that. You're full of hate. Stuffed or not, it's breathing. I can hear it. It can be healed rather than killed.
You mean you won't become a killer? But you will. Mark my word, that's exactly what will happen. But I can avoid it.
Oh. Bachelor? What? The history of humanity witnessed a number of catastrophes that have been demonstrated within a shadow of a doubt. The pettiness of human achievement and the triumph of invincible evil. Outbreaks of infectious diseases that have from time to time wiped towns and cities off the map are indelible among those. However smart and virtuous, the people caught up in these destructive events that repeatedly come to the conclusion that it's no use trying to fight these circumstances. The best way you can do is bite the bullet and cope with your losses. This is a story of a person who has managed to work a miracle and defeat seemingly vanquishable foe. Haruspex. How do they call upon Manku, the faithful of Warren kin? Know by their hands, for they are butchers. Know by their eyes, for they are surgeons. They who follow the lines, they who are the leaders of the kin, they who speak to encourage, they who know the secret art of Haruspex. What is Haruspex? Reading the future in the entrails, he knows that a body bears semblance to the universe. Wow, this is something else, guys. This is a completely different level for me. But anyway, his scalpel allows the lines of the body. His steps follow the lines of his kin future. The Haruspex that can tell a true line from a false one, entrusted with power. Haruspex who is confused by his path gets buried into the deep black flesh of the earth. This is a story of a person who has avoided the contradiction, eager to rip a doomed life apart, masterfully fulfilling his true purpose in the process. Changeling. This character is only unlocked after you finish The Bachelor, or... okay. So I don't really... we'll take the first one, I have no idea.
Daniil Dankovsky, a Bachelor of Medicine, was brought here by circumstances most unfortunate. Dankovsky's life work, his theory challenging the existing notions of human mortality, is being harshly persecuted by the powers that be. Suddenly, a letter arrives from a colleague suggesting that there is previous undiscovered evidence which may support Dankovsky's claims. There is a settlement, the letter says, ruled by an extraordinary man who may well be seen as objective proof of Dankovsky's daring hypothesis. Grasping at straws of hope, Dankovsky decides to follow what he believes to be the sign of divine providence. Without further ado, he sets off for the settlement. Late at night, Bachelor arrives in the town. As he seeks room and board, he gets to know a girl called Eva Yan and stays at her place till dawn.
Okay. So we just arrived at the city then, or at the town. Has this really dark atmosphere already, I like it. The build-up is really good right now. I like this. Very mysterious. Is that Eva? Oh, that's Eve. I don't know. We'll see. Eve or Eva. Mission. As of today, my mission remains obscure. Examination of Simon Kane, who is rumored to be a man of incredible longevity. I have no idea what that word is. May seek the very foundations of modern thanatology and challenge the existence notions of death itself. However, even if this undying Levantine proves to be more than a fairy tale, the mere confirmation of his existence won't suffice to prevent the powers that be from shutting our laboratory down. I need to figure out the most fruitful approach. Simon is a well-respected man, and if he mistakes my interest for effrontery, it would be nigh impossible to convince him to help me break new ground in the field of human vitality. So that okay. Day 1, by the end of which the bachelor finds himself battling a true unvanquished foe. What is that? Oh. Scalpel. A large cartilage scalpel. Cartilage scalpel can be used as close combat weapon, not very easy to handle, but very effective due to its sharpness. Deals the most damage when attacking from the front. Frequent use causes it to dull quickly. Durability 50%. This game could be something I have never experienced before, so... Protective gloves. Light gloves made of synthetic material that serves as a good repellent. Protect the hands from contact with infected surfaces and moderately against burns and grazing stabs. Drugs. Meridorum, a painkiller. Rather than a sleeping draught. Restores a small amount of health. 3 seconds. Good for restoring strength during sleep. Meridorum has a strong sedative effect and induces sleep even during increasing pain. The effect lasts for 5 hours. Morphine, universal opiate painkiller, has a strong anal and I can't even pronounce that word. And sedative effect used for heavy injuries, acute pain, and in preparation for surgery. Reduces fatigue and increases health when sleeping. The effect lasts for 10 hours. Alpha tablets. Outdated immunity booster. Only useful in very large doses that cause serious health damage. Tourniquet. Rubber tourniquet. Facilitates health recovery after traumatic injury, stops bleeding and immobilizes damaged tissue. Rations. Water. A bottle of spring water from one of the hidden springs. Cathedral stone spring. Spin a yarn square well. Or the Kadu spring on the boundary between the steppe and the rotten field. The water from the latter used to be sacred, but locals are wary about drinking it due to its proximity to burial grounds. Wow, this game is gonna be something else, guys. Kerosene. Kerosene is used for refilling the lamp. If this game is too much, you can always just stop it. Yeah, I know, Miss Bean, I know. But I really want to give this a try. I'm really curious about it. So, it's not gonna be easy. I can already tell. It's very RPG element based. It's not gonna be easy at all. I think there's gonna be a lot of talking in it as well. But we're gonna give it a try. We're gonna get jumping in this with an open mind. So yeah, we're definitely gonna give this a try. Okay, so how do I... It's a room without a door. That's where I came from. I already missed the door? What? Wait. 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 Where is the door? What? Wait. Oh, this is interesting. Well, am I really not seeing this door right now? Oh, here it is. Wow. Okay, here we go. Oh, there she is.
I had a feeling you would come.
Did the sound from the outside wake you up too? There was a terrible groan. And then something snapped loudly. No, I heard nothing. Oh, you can choose your, okay. I fell asleep so quickly I didn't even notice. It's like I fainted. So, what sounds are you talking about? Okay. I think there are strange in the background by the pond. They're unlikely to be planning mischief, but I have a bad feeling about this. I'm afraid to go out to them. I hope they go away soon and stop disturbing our sleep. I'd like to thank you for your hospitality, food, board, and bed. Why do you think they aren't planning anything foul? I sincerely hope you have everything you need because I'm very happy to have you here. Daniel, is it? Can you please tell me where your ruler, Simon Keene, lives? How you know who I am? Below is the messenger riding ahead of the man, a celebratory from the capital, Bachelor Dankovitsky, the founder of Tenetica, the man who challenged that. Of course, we heard about you. It's undeserved yet, but I hope that getting to know your ruler will give me a chance to live up to the expectations. I have to go. This one. So that's the enemy you've chosen for yourself. Isn't it hard? I don't think anyone has managed to defeat that evil yet. Millions of doctors defeated on certain singular occasions, but my enemy is more fearsome. It is death itself rather than a singular case of death. No, challenge the forces of nature. I don't understand. I can barely understand it myself. Could that only seem inevitable to us? But reality be nothing more than a whim of the will that has shaped this world? That is the question. So where is the key to my victory? It's not far. The Keens live at the Crucible on Bridge Square. But could I please offer you a piece of advice? Yes. Simon has two younger brothers. The eldest of the two, Georgie, is called the judge by the locals. Visit him first. He isn't asleep. He'll teach you how to speak with Simon. The youngest of the three is Victor. His daughter Maria also wanted to see you. It's probably important. Wow, okay. What is she who knew about my arrival beforehand? Yes, she told me about it privately. Talking to her is no simple task. Maria is that kind of person. She puts on airs, but that's just how the Keens are. It was Maria who told me that she would help you defeat death. That's the precise wording. Excuse me. What a coincidence. Alright, thank you for the advice. Go, and I'll prepare everything for your return. Do come back after you speak to the Keens. They will probably do a lot of things that will puzzle you and put you on guard. I will have some advice that may be of help with you, if you need it. Okay, I'll come back. Okay, so I'm now in this building, so it should be right next to me. So I assume. What the hell? Well, it looks good in my opinion. Like, it looks really interesting. What the hell? What is that? It's like some kind of... no, I'm not even gonna say anything. I don't even know what... How do I bring up my map? No. What the... What am I doing? Okay, so this is crouching. This is probably like blocking. Jumping is the X button. Yeah, put that away. Maybe it's this place. No. Let me check the controls again. If I can see the control scheme actually. Oh, map is D-pad down, okay. Okay, there's no run button. You can't run. Strafe left. Strafe right. Okay. Oh, okay, here we go. Okay, there's a zoom out. Oh my dear God. Wow, this place is enormous. This is gonna be interesting, guys. Okay, so I come from this house called the Stillwell. It belongs to a single girl called Eva Yang. Accidentally, midnight encounter provided me with a lovely companion and temporary lodging. Simon Kane, man of improper longevity, is waiting for me here. I hope he sympathizes with my request. I only need a living evidence of the impossible. Okay, so a little bit to my right. Let me see how fast okay, it's quite... Okay, I already see what's going on. I just want to see how fast I actually walked from using the map. It has a really interesting vibe, I have to say. Okay then. Okay, so it's definitely this place. Yeah, okay, here we go. You keen?
I have a heartache.
You have a what? Have a heartache? Most venerable doctor, it is with great impatience that we have been expecting you. You need no delve into oh my God, these words. Minutiae of your business with us, since our family is well acquainted with your scholarly work. We are also quite aware of difficulties you were experiencing and well prepared to do our utmost to support you. It hurts me all the more to be the one to inform you that Simon, my conscientious brother, the creator, keeper and embodiment of all that surrounds us, has been murdered. I can't believe it. Cannot be. Damn it. What did happen? Why did it have to happen just before I arrived, right as I found the chance to prevail? Who did it? That is what we want to find out with your help, Bachelor Dukovsky. What do you know? My brother was murdered last night under the strangest of circumstances, but for all the mystery surrounding his death, I rather eschew the notion that his departure was connected with whoever has visited Simon that evening. The visitor is a man of laudable rectitude and an old friend of our family. There are witnesses to testify that he and Simon did nothing but converse. Who was the visitor? Has it occurred to you that your brother could have died? Considering playing this game, because I think this game has very deep stories. Language are a bit too hard for me. Yeah, the whole, it's a good point actually. It's been I think I'm also gonna struggle with this a little bit, with certain words to really understand deeply what they're actually talking about. Yeah, the first person, I can understand, because of the motion sickness. But I'm really curious about these stories, how it actually will develop, how big it actually is. It won't be easy for you to accept it as fact, but this fact is not subject to debate. My brother could under no circumstance have died a natural death. And you are implying that you can prove that? I'd rather not waste our time explaining the entire situation to you, even if it helps me substantially to claims that you are justified to see as extraordinary. My dear doctor, I cannot imagine what kind of infernal aptitude the killer of Simon Kane must have, but Simon could not have died a natural death, so murder is the only feasible explanation. I do not doubt that your brother could fight death like no other, but there was not and could not be an immortal man. What kind of help do you expect from me? It could be that my mind is clouded by sorrow, but I cannot escape the feeling that my arrival was no coincidence. Your choice was made for you. My dear doctor, let us not blame fate for it. Isidore wrote to you without making us aware. He took a risk that could have displeased our family. Really? Why you speak the word fate with such disgust? I prefer the word time. In a fatalistic sense of the notion, of course. So Simon wasn't aware I would come. Even though we are uncertain on when you would arrive, my brother was looking forward to meeting you. The tragedy may have been a coincidence of the actions he took in preparation for your arrival. Someone has taken a powerful piece from the chessboard, a piece upon which your position here depended. It is doubly regrettable that Simon was playing on your side. So you presume that the queen knew of the blow and sacrificed itself for a pawn? But why? My sincerest condolences to you. Is there anything I can do to help? Do you want to help us, doctor? Find a murderer for us. My brother Victor, who is in the wing next door, would share some of his thoughts on the matter. Help us and reward will not disappoint you. Indeed, it seems there are too many coincidences. Your brother's murder could just as well be called the murder of Bachelor Dukovsky. I will help you in every way I can. I need some time to get my act together. I suspect you are not aware that these developments render my whole life work null and void. I'll do the first one. I'm convinced that if there is anyone at all that can help us solve this puzzle, then it's you. I think this could be interesting because it would be nice to talk with you guys about this, what you think about the development, about the story, about the characters. So it could be interesting. Like you said, it could be very deep. It's probably gonna brand out to other places as well. So yeah, it could be interesting. We still have to learn how the inventory works and stuff like that. This mission calls for someone as astute and inventive as yourself. If Isidore was an instrument of fate, then Simon's murder is a message that fate intended for you personally. Do not think I am inclined to blame you for that. I am not. How you plan to look for the murderer? Been strange to say the least. We'll take our own measures. The only thing I expect from you is to be yourself. Do only what you think is required. Whatever you find out, whatever you do, whatever your day turns into, everything is a clue to the solution of this puzzle. I repeat, everything that is happening here is happening on your account. Fine, I'm fine with the course of action. You have my sympathy. Okay, do the first one then. Okay, so now I did this one. We can talk to the other, maybe his brother. Okay then. I did notice I'm gonna change the... I don't know if it's gonna be possible. Gamepad sensitivity. It's all the way down. Okay. But it's also down. Okay, it's much better. Yeah, let's talk with this character as well. I think the more information we know, the more stories or more talks that we do, the better it's gonna get. What the hell? Okay. They're all having the same portrait?
That does it. Kind of breaks in.
The famous Dr. Dankovsky. Your arrival is a great honor for us. Victor Keen at your service. I foresee that the things that have become ordinary for us will probably make you feel uncomfortable and disturbed. I would like to compensate for that impression. You know, our small community has fallen out of the loop. Time leaves us behind. Well, what do you mean? I mean the traditions. Games that we play with passion will most likely be of no interest to you. The people you meet here may seem eccentric, naive, or even somewhat deranged. Please take it easy on us. Don't judge us too strictly. I'll do my best not to disappoint you. I hope we will be able to work in an atmosphere of mutual trust.
Perhaps old Gimsky is setting a trap for this newly arrived Haruspect.
How can I help you? Julia has told me everything, which is to say he told me very little, but it was enough to astound me. He maintains that you can provide a more detailed account. So you have agreed to help us? I have. May I ask why? The killer goals seem to align astonishingly well with the goals of those who've been waging wars against my work for years. We share a tragedy. I want to exact vengeance upon the one that robbed me and my work of a future. I want to solve a puzzle. I even like having a little information. It's a challenge of my intellect. I'm prepared to answer any questions you may have. When was Simon last seen? He sent Isidore's home. Then an hour later he came to this hall to see us. He announced his plans to withdraw to the Focus and receive no one. He told us not to approach the Focus and to fast for a week, partaking or neither meat nor water. Then in the morning he was found dead. How was he found? Could he have been poisoned? Why no meat or water? Our explanations is that he wanted to be mourned beforehand, as is the custom with local people. This is very like him. So he knew in advance that he would die. What was the Focus? It's hard to explain. It's a study, if you will. An extraordinary, spacious, creative laboratory. almost perfectly sealed off, except for the door that was visible at all times. Metaphorically speaking, I don't understand. It's like an equation or a mirror puzzle. Anyway, the murderer could not have been hiding there. Take my word for it. Well, Simon did get in there somehow. He could perform far more impressive feats. There's a reason why the whole town revert him. Alright, so how can I help you? Tell me honestly, dear Victor, did Simon exist at all? Bravo, Doctor. There's indeed a spark of genius to you. Alas, yes, he did. Alas? It's not that I would benefit from his death, alas, but for that would be too simple an explanation. Simon well and truly did exist. That is exactly what's left everyone in disarray. It was so hard for them to accept his existence that the thought of his demise is now driving them mad. Fair enough. What do you want from me then? You are all his heirs. Would you all benefit from his death? Didn't the old man rather overstay his welcome in the world? Just take a look around. Trust your intuition. Do whatever you like. Speak to whoever you feel the need to. Look for the murderer, Doctor, and you will find him. Keep looking till the last breath. I am sure your rational thinking will help you. So Isidore is the only lead. How can I find him? Alright. Who among the townsfolk can help me with this? My daughters will advise you better there. Her name is Maria. For several days she's been obsessed with some design that is somehow related to your arrival. Yes, don't be surprised. She knew beforehand that you were coming. I'm not surprised. I'll find explanations for everything that's going on here, eventually. Really? That's good. Anyway, Maria believes that several bound people will play a special role in your fate. Before you leave this place, of course. Perhaps it is them you should ask for help first. First, I'll seek help from my dear colleagues. Isidore Burok. Where does he live? I'll look for the murder myself, using my intuition. I don't need anyone's help with this. Let's ask for help just in case. Because I don't know how the story actually developed. It's like the choices that you make are like really important. Or not. I'll show you, but you must be careful. Simon's murderer, whoever they are, cannot be an ordinary person. I can't imagine them even being a person. I fear it could only be fate. We're in the guise of a mysterious monster. I don't believe in fate. I will be careful. Okay, so this is the guy I have to talk to now. This game is actually quite interesting. I like it till now. There's gonna be a lot of talking. I already noticed that, but as long as they keep the story interesting, I think I will be okay. Okay, so I'm gonna get out of here. And then go to the place in the middle. I think your decision matter. Yeah, definitely. You can really tell because you have like these multiple choices that you can take. So it could be that it's very important. Okay, that's not creepy at all. What the hell? Hello? Anybody home? What's going on here? Hello? Oh, it scared the hell out of me.
Great souls are not those who have fewer passions and more virtues than the common, but those only who have greater designs.
Okay then. You resemble an adventurer rather than a doctor. How is it that you know me? Who are you? I'm an adventurer. Appearances can be deceiving. I saw you in a dream. Don't flatter yourself. My desires have nothing to do with that. I simply saw you take us all to the throat. What else did you see in that dream? I tell you when I think I can trust you. I hope that happens soon. You're an arrogant girl, aren't you?
It came from below the ground. For many years, we were burying the bones wrong.
Now listen closely. The time for collision, secrets and alliances has come. I'm going to ask something of you. I'm not used to that. I'm used to holding the reins. But you are not harnessed, so it would be unacceptable to address you in this manner. I find solace in the fact that my request will be welcomed with you. It fits the style of your venture. I'm not an adventurer, and my job is not venture. I hope it never becomes one. Yes, you better be polite. I don't take kindly to orders. I'm a creature of liberty. I apologize, my words come across as mangled and silly. I'm truly not used to asking, but the nature of my request demands complete and selfless humility. Just imagine me begging and kneeling, and believe me, I do feel that way. No need to kneel. What did you want to talk about? I kneel myself before a lady, as charming as you. Aww. Yeah, let's do that one. Today's that was the first, but it won't be the last. Simon has opened the score of irreplaceable victims. Soon their numbers will multiply. I beg you to preserve the lives of several people when the lines of their fortune cross yours. Before any of them dies, there will be a moment when you will be able to intervene. I know that for a fact. Who are these people? It doesn't matter. What was destined to happen will happen. You can be whoever you want to be, but not a coward choosing to hear no evil and run away. Run away from reality. I will give you a list of those I know of. These people are bound to you. What in the world is going on here? Are you trying to flirt with me? What do you mean bound? There's a tight spring of power within each of these people. Each of them can break the routine of human existence and become something greater. They are standing on the verge of their humanity, gazing into the realm where they could serve a different, higher purpose, without even knowing it. Moreover, they are bound to make this leap, in one way or another. That's why we call them simply the bound. But how is their fate bound to mine? Did you see my victory depend on them? How? When and how are these people supposed to die? I don't know. I'm not a mistress yet. The future is not as clear to me as I would prefer, but I can feel the present. I can already distinguish a dubious guess from the pulse of the process knowledge devoid of words and images. These people are bound to you. Your lives are connected. I wouldn't have asked you to take care of them otherwise. Are you clairvoyant or something? You sound delusional, I'm sorry, but your uncle's death has messed with your head. No need to come to your senses. Let's do the first one. Yes, you haven't been told, have you? I didn't even cross my mind that someone may be unaware of my abilities. No one here dares doubt me. Dares doubt them? For they are evident. Yes, the mistress of every ruling house possesses special abilities. I am learning to see the future and transform the present. This fact offers your words a different degree of authenticity. Forgive me, I do not believe in this type of phenomenons. Let's do the first one. Will you comply with my request? Will you save the lives of the people I name to you? Answer me before going back to Eva. Alright, it is truly within my power. I'll do my best to save their lives. How do you know that Eva has asked me to come back? Because he's clairvoyant. No, Maria, I need to go back to the capital as soon as possible. I always follow my principles. It doesn't matter which lines of future cross. There will be no exceptions. Whatever happens, these people must live. Their fates are bound to mine. They may well hold the keys to my victory in their hands. Wow, all these people have to stay alive? Are you crazy? That's a lot. Okay. Wow. What? Okay, so now I'm actually going all the way over there. Wow, it's gonna be a long walk. That is gonna be a long walk. But it could be interesting to see the town a little bit. See what's going on around here. It's really interesting, the background music. It really keeps that that beat up a little bit. This is a big city, or a big town. Still know what this means, but or what it does. But till now I'm very intrigued with the story. Really got a hold on me right now. That's good. I hope it stays this way. And normally I don't really play games where do I have to like a lot of talking involved, but with this one I'm willing to give it a try. And also the thing, I don't want to talk to too many people already. I just want to go to this location and see what we can find over there, and then we'll see. I'll have to go around. This way. Okay, it's right in front of us. This place is really big. This map is enormous. I can go around. Again, there's no actual door here. That's the back. I have to go to the front. No. Oh. What? Hmm. Oh, it's probably here. Yeah, okay, it's here. Okay, guys, I'm gonna stop it here for this stream. First one of Pathologic Classic HD. It's interesting. That's what I'm gonna say till now. It's interesting. It got me hooked on the story, characters till now. Very interesting to learn more about them. It's gonna be a lot of talking. I already noticed that. It's not really my strongest thing for playing games, because I will have to be really focused on it. But I will keep going. So tomorrow will be the second part, and yeah, we'll see what's gonna happen in that part, in that stream for tomorrow. I'll probably keep them a little bit shorter, around an hour, because like I said, with the talking and everything is gonna make me really tired. And I'm gonna look for to probably do maybe 2 streams. So I'm gonna look tonight what else, what other game I can stream. So I have 2 streams and then also my uploads, like I promised you guys. And then I will start doing that also tomorrow for the second stream. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed Pathological Classic HD Part 1, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.